Hello, good morning. Welcome to Friday. This is Scott and the Meditation Livestream YouTube channel. Hope you're doing well. If you're new here, I'd like to give a brief talk and then we'll get into a guided practice. Unlike other YouTube channels out there, we're working with a synthesis of techniques into a meta technique, a mindfulness 2.0. We need a mindfulness 2.0 because the world is not the way it was 2,000 years ago or 100 years ago. And if you think about that, the rapid exponential change in the world, we need a practice for spirituality that takes into account today's world with an integrative lens. We need to be able to integrate our spirituality in life. And that spiritual influence impacts things in the community, people, structures, society, in such a way where we get beyond the idea of an influencer on YouTube and an influencer of our regular humanity imbued with that spiritual divine presence out in the community, helping others, forming new connections, and learning to bring the light together for ourselves and each other. And we used to do this, I think, because without electricity you had a fire and it would draw people together toward the fire. You know, the tribe had a fire and everyone from the tribe would warm themselves. And that central light is a good metaphor for unity or togetherness. And the problems of those days likely are influenced by how close you are to each other and to that fire. And the metaphor I'm using is sort of the light of the divine. If we can learn to see what our actions do with self-awareness, we can see what those actions have an impact on others, how they impact people, and whether or not that's good. And we have to make new value judgments. Each and every one of us, and it can be very small. Every day can be a very small thing. And this can be a new way in which we connect and resonate with an old sort of ancestral way of connecting. And the light in us matters more so than it ever did. So that being said, I'm going to read a little bit from this book, The Space Between by Peter Mitchell. It's about awakening in the inner subjective space, the we space, the space between us. Excuse me. Here we go. For centuries, humanity has struggled to find harmony between the rights and freedoms of the individual and the deep need for belonging in a community. We have witnessed this conflict in politics, culture, and philosophy. Today, this tension has reached a fever pitch. A polarization deepens fragmentation, and social media isolates us in silos, fomenting conflict rather than resolution. But in the midst of this crisis, there's an invitation to explore and share in a new way of being together, one that transcends these divides, inviting us to meet in the mysterious, luminous space between us, where connection and awakening are possible. The space between us is not just empty air. It is a living field of infinite potential waiting to be revealed when we let go of the need to already know. When we engage each other beyond our fixed identities, we open to a new way of relating, one that holds both personal autonomy and shared belonging. Throughout history, we've seen the pendulum swing between these two forces. But now, at this moment, there is an emerging opportunity to step beyond this duality and into a space of mutual awakening. And we'll stop there today in practice, beginning with your eyes closed, gently closing your eyes. Begin with some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feeling your body and letting go of excess distress, tension, and resistance on the out-breath. Just dropping it. Like a ball drops a tennis ball from his mouth. Just letting it go. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down into your pelvic floor, into your legs and feet. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. Allowing now your breath to return to your usual way of breathing. Just tuning into your body, gently placing your attention on your body and your sensations of your body. You can feel your body's temperature, tingling, pulsing, subtle movement, sense of aliveness. As you begin to meet your body where it is. Feel your body's connection with the earth underneath you, your connection with the planet. And we can begin begin together the practice of feeling and softening, feeling your body on the in-breath and softening your body on the out-breath. And as you soften, you melt down through your body like warm honey deep into the earth. And the warm honey has qualities. It heals you, connects all the areas of your body, makes them whole, removes any stale energy. And as it passes down through you, it cleanses your energy field as it travels into the earth. And then the earth receives that energy and transforms it. And each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body and melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. Wonderful. And then bringing your attention up now into your heart, feeling your heart space. There's always, when we feel into our heart, a tenderness that comes with our human and divine nature meeting together in our hearts. And on the in-breath, feeling your heart. And then on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. Coming in contact with your emotions. You can notice what is emotionally present for you right now. And today I can feel, because of how my week has been, a lot of emotion. And what I like to tell people is that emotions are not right or wrong. They're just how we feel. And as a part of being human, they're a gift because they can offer our life direction, meaning, places with which to go. And when we allow ourselves to feel, we create less dysfunction in our life. So what I like to do is I like to say, when we feel together, we allow for better emotional hygiene. No one is meant to feel things alone. And so you could be experiencing any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And then just noticing what you're feeling and just allowing yourself to feel a little bit in the shared space. Wonderful. And then gently bringing your attention up into your head. You can feel your head on the in-breath. And then softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. If you like, you can tune into your third eye space or your crown, whatever feels correct for you, and just feeling and softening in and around your head. And coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy and active your mind is. And then if you notice you get pulled into thinking, you can always remember to come back to feeling. Come back to feeling your head, feeling your spine, feeling the earth underneath you for grounding. Very useful in times of overthinking. It helps come back to center and giving you space. from here, we'll practice with our eyes open, gently opening your eyes. We'll practice in the relational space. Every relationship, every relation has an inside and an outside, and it's useful to practice feeling into those dimensions. So on the in-breath, feeling around you, the space around you, and then on the out-breath, feeling the space inside you. And you can practice feeling outside on the in-breath, and then inside on the out-breath. If you like, you can add in qualities to your practice of forgiveness, love, gratitude, and compassion. And you can pick one of them or do all of them if you like. Feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness on the in-breath around you. And then on the out-breath, love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness towards yourself. And you can just practice sending and receiving those qualities. from here, we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet so you can do yours. Very good. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up healing, blessings, and ripple out into the community. Amen. Yes, indeed. Super fun. Have an awesome Friday, and thanks so much. I'll be back again tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll go deep. See you then. Bye-bye.